Welcome back, Keepers of the Flame. I am going to drop a few more reads tonight. Hope you guys are doing well and fabulous. Keeping the flame and all that good gravy. I don't really have any announcements. I'm just going to shift my little stone around. Okay. So, what do we... Oh, I'm starting a new set. What does Gemini want to know the most about? What is on Gemini's mind? Sorry. SMR right here. This is how I play with the cards like this before I start. I forgot. Sorry. What does Gemini need to know? What is in the highest good for Gemini? Highest good of all for Gemini. What messages, frequencies, energies, vibrations want to come through for Gemini so that they can better understand the universe and themselves in it. Okay, let's rock. And of course, animals making noises behind the scenes, because why not? Why wouldn't you? You gotta make it good, you know? He's gotta dig his own little cave out. Three of Wands in reverse. Gemini's not sure. That's okay. Better than not be sure than be moving forward in the wrong effing direction. Taking your time. Nothing wrong with that. Alright. Gemini. Okay. So Justice upright and the Three of Cups in reverse. The Lovers upright and the Two of Pentacles. I'm going to pull some more cards. So the narrative, I'm like, oh, it feels like what's happening here is you're keeping like third parties at bay. Like you don't want anybody to know about this situation that you have going on. Keeping it on the down low. Okay. But it's happy. Right? You're playing with those frequencies, energies, and vibrations, and you're figuring out what works and what doesn't before you step into something. You're trying to keep your desires and your emotions in check, all the while trying to keep this particular... It feels like it's new. New love. Trying to keep it under wraps. Are you not telling the person, Gem? You're not even telling them you have feelings for them? Okay, I get that. I get that a lot. Alright, King of Wands in reverse. Oh, you're afraid they don't have the same reciprocal. That's cool. Queen of Pentacles, so you're stepping into that. Okay. Eight of Swords and the King of Swords. Okay, so the Eight of Swords in reverse. I think you're setting yourself free from this. You don't know, but you know. So you're taking your desire out of the situation. Vicious Savage. And you're looking up here, like, okay, so this Queen of Pentacles is looking up to the Three of Cups in reverse, the Justice card, and the Three of Wands. This is really interesting energy, Gem. As you turn your growth habit, you put it to a halt, right? Her hair is growing. It's a grow. Wands are about growth. They're not always about desire, right? Yeah, you can set those things on fire, sure, but they are growth. Wands symbolize growth. So you're putting everything on hold right now, including your emotional communication with people. You're getting like third parties. Maybe you think there's a third party, so you feel like you can't communicate with this person. Because there's the Eight of Swords in the underline here. The final result, if you will. The final, not necessarily countdown, but the final countdown. Child. Yeah, you're not. I feel like you're entertaining something and you're not saying a blasted word. And you're trying to free yourself here mentally from it. You're trying to get out of your mental cage. But while you're putting that up in the ethos, you're starting to lose desire. I think you're putting your value system up on that little infinity symbol, right? Putting it on there and seeing how it rotates out into the universe and comes back. And you're not telling anybody. You're not letting anybody know. You're going to let justice... And see, we think justice means some sort of... I want to say like law or weird something or other that doesn't necessarily always have to do with the man-made law structure. Sometimes it's really about balancing the scales with your mental clarity and your mental energy and making the best decision for yourself. You're weighing out your options. You're trying to figure out if you do need to indeed take that sword and cut the growth where it is before you move forward into anything. But with the Lovers upright, I get that you're entertaining the thought. But there's no... The Three of Cups is in reverse and your desire isn't here anymore. Maybe it once was and it's not. I hear you, Gem. Gemini, I'm a Gemini moon. We get bored easy. We need our stimulation. We need our mental stimulation especially. So... So, the High Priestess in reverse, you're going to keep this in secret. You're not going to tell anybody. Yep. Magician in reverse, you're scared. And the Hangman upright. Five of Pentacles. Two of Swords. The Fool. And the Two of Cups in reverse. Yeah, that's how you see that situation playing out for you. Like, this is not a good plan. Because I'm going to have to keep it under wraps. And I feel like you... With this halt situation with the Three of Wands and the Three of Cups in reverse and the Justice card here, I think you know that in some way, shape, or form, this person is going to try to inflict their own will upon you. And with the Hangman here, you're definitely taking a different perspective and putting everything on hold. And you do feel left out in the dark, but because you're keeping it a secret. Nobody knows about this. You're still exploring it in your own mind. This is all internal. This is because there's no communication here. There's nothing. The only outward thing is people see you as the Queen of Pentacles. And the King of Swords is here, clarifying the whole entire situation that, yep, this is not a good idea for me. So you're moving in a different direction. You don't see it. You see the alligator, and you're like, I don't think this is for me. But I don't get you solidified about this. There's the Two of Swords and the Two of Cups in reverse. I think you're debating about this still. I think you're stuck in your head. Can I see the Lovers card, please, for Gemini? Pretty please. The Lovers card. That's a Gemini for you. We'll take it all the way full cycle and 3 times over before we make a move. That's okay. We're also the kings and queens of starting projects and not finishing them. Okay. Commitment. And the Hermit in reverse. So you got the Hierophant. Yeah, definitely somebody who's a little bit different than you. Maybe we have a hierarchy of some sort. Gee, I really hope it's not a bishop. For you. Really hope. That's what the Lovers came out at. Don't come yelling at me. I did not do that. Okay. It's weird because this is supposed to represent commitment, but the deer is sleeping and ignoring the key. She's safe where she is, the little doe or whatever. So I read the cards. She calls it a she in the book. We got the Hermit here in a hoodie in the reverse. So you're I get you're still milling it. How are you committed to something that you know is not? That's all right. We gotta clarify some more. Jum. What's happening? Okay, let's get this King of Wands in reverse figured out here. Oh, half the freaking deck. Okay, Ten of Swords. Yep. You want it to be done and over with. You want to complete this process and move on. Knight of Swords in reverse. You're not making any moves toward it. Yeah, not taking responsibility for anything that's not yours. No messages. You're not in contact with this person. The Two of Wands. You're not even wandering anymore. Yeah, the Six of Pentacles because you don't see an equal give and take, or you you got through this process and the give and take wasn't going to be there even if you wanted it to be. Oh, that makes perfect sense. Okay. I get the High Priestess in reverse, please. Okay. Ace of Swords in reverse and the Star. You have a dream that you're not communicating. Or you're keeping it a secret. But I don't think that has anything to do with this particular person. Maybe this person inspired you to have that, and then you're like, yeah, I can't do that with you, but I might be able to do it on my own. That could very well be. Can I get the Two of Cups in reverse, please? Oop, Temperance wanted to pop out for a hot second. It will if it needs to. Yeah. The Lovers in reverse and the Seven of Pentacles. Yep. Not good. Not going to grow. It's not good. Nope. Sorry, Jum. That's okay. You got other options. Don't feel left out in the cold for this. Rejection is the universe's protection. So whatever. Source, power, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. Queen of Cups. You're going to be okay. Your emotional state is going to stabilize shortly. And it's not going to be long before it does that. I think you got the King of Swords here with the Queen of Cups. You're going to get your mental and your emotional sovereignty back, and then you're just going to fly. You're going to fly right out of this. You're going to make the right choice and let the right birdie live inside your head, and poof, off with this. Yeah. Empress on the bottom of the deck. Wherever you go, whatever you do, you're going to leave it better than what you found it. You're going to have an effect. And this might have taught you a lot of things. Yeah, Ace of Cups. Yep, you're going to get back to your own cup. And then you're going to, well, I feel like you're going to continue to leave everything better than you found it. That's what I'm getting here with the Empress and the Ace of Cups. You're going to take your own little lovey-dovey and just spread it all over the place. Cool. Yeah. But I don't think this was necessarily in vain. You just needed to entertain it so you could maybe figure out how it's going to work on here. And sometimes, like, I don't want to be that frog and prince type of energy, but sometimes you have to go through the stuff that you're not supposed to end up with, just so you see how the energy works, so you don't accidentally become susceptible to something like that in the future. If we're not given challenges, right? Not given any sort of pushback, didn't receive any friction from the universe at all. If everything was handed to us on a silver platter, it really wouldn't mean that much, right? It wouldn't mean nearly as much if we had worked for it, right? So I think that's what's happening here is you work through this on a mental, emotional, and psychological level. Like this is running the gamut on the inside, and you held your own. You kept your flame, you held sovereign, and you're like, I'm not doing anything until I figure this all out. And you did good, Gem Gem. Okay, we got the salmon. Oh, God, how many? Oh, okay. And the raven. Ooh, cool. Okay, these are medicine cards. This is one of the first decks I ever purchased. So, 16. Raven, magic. Frequency, energy, vibration. That's the one thing you really learned about this. So, yeah. Okay, Raven, black as pitch, mystical as the moon. Speak to me of magic. I will fly with you soon. Raven. Throughout time, Raven has carried the medicine of magic. This has been true in many cultures across the planet. It is sacred in the medicine ways to honor Raven as the bringer of magic. If the magic is bad medicine, the carrier may be honored out of fear rather than out of respect. Those who fear Raven may do so because they have been dabbling in areas in which they had no knowledge. And a spell may... Sorry, I have a cat at my feet. Lily. Okay, so... Okay. Where did it say? Okay, those who fear Raven may do so because they have been dabbling in areas in which they had no knowledge, and a spell may have backfired on them. Rather than analyzing the dark side of sorcery, realize that you will fear Raven only if you need to learn about your inner fears or self-created demons. Raven magic is powerful medicine that can give you the courage to enter the darkness of the void, which is the home of all that is not yet in form. The void is called the Great Mystery. The Great Mystery exists before all other things came into being. Great Spirit lives inside of the void and emerged from Great Mystery. Raven is the messenger of the void. If Raven appears in your spread, you are about to experience a change in consciousness. This may involve walking inside the Great Mystery on another path at the edge of time. It would portend a signal brought by a raven that says you have earned the right to see and experience a little more of life's magic. Raven's color is the color of the void, the black hole in space that holds all the energy of the creative source. In native teachings, the color black means many things, but it does not mean evil. Black can mean the seeking of answers, the void, or the road of the spiritual or non-physical. The blue-black of Raven contains an iridescence that speaks of the magic of darkness, and and a changeability of form and shape that brings an awakening in the process. Raven is the guardian of ceremonial magic and in absentia healing. In any healing circle, Raven is present. Raven guides the magic of healing and the change in consciousness that will bring about a new reality and dispel quote-unquote disease or illness. Raven brings in the new state of wellness from the void of great mystery and the field of plenty. Raven is the messenger that carries all energy, flows of ceremonial magic between the ceremony itself and the intended destination. For instance, if a ceremony is being performed to send energy to a disaster area where people need courage and strength, Raven would be the carrier for that energy flow. The intention would be to allow the people of the devastated area to feel the concern and support of the participants in the ceremony. If you have chosen Raven magic is in the air, do not try to figure it out. You cannot. It is the power of the unknown at work, and something special is about to happen. The deeper the mystery, however, is how you will respond to the sparkling synchronicity of this alchemical moment. Will you recognize it and use it to further enhance your growth? Can you accept it as a gift from Great Spirit, or will you limit the power of great mystery by explaining it away? It may be time to call Raven as a courier to carry an intention, some healing energy, a thought, or a message. Raven is the patron of smoke signals or spirit messages represented by smoke. So if you want to send a message to Blue Road of Spirit in order to contact the ancients, call Raven. Or who knows, the ancients may be calling you. Remember, this magic moment came from the void of darkness, and the challenge is to bring it to light. In doing so, you will have honored the magician within. Okay. Go, Gem Gem, go. Salmon. Nice. Okay. Salmon, keeper of inner knowing. Illuminate all that I can see. Fill me with the love of learning, life's sacred wisdom offered to me. Number 49, I suppose you can see that kind of sort of on the card. Wisdom, inner knowing. Salmon is the sacred keeper of wisdom and inner knowing, who despite the strong river currents will always return to the place of its creation. Its determination is driven by the wisdom of instinct and inner knowing, which yields a sense of purpose that cannot be thwarted by external forces. Coming full circle, salmon medicine people finish what they began, bringing life's events and cycles to closure. Salmon medicine honors every encounter in life as a gathering of wisdom. It teaches that even when the flow of life seems to push you back, you can tap the hidden resources in your human spirit and personal inner knowing. The journey may not be an easy one, and the currents of public opinion may not be in your favor, but you can choose to honor the wisdom that you carry and instinctually do what is right. If salmon swam into your cards today, it may be telling you to trust your gut feeling and inner knowing at this time. Avoid the influence of those who may have hidden agendas or manipulate events for personal gain. You need to reflect on the personal experiences that will help you decide whether the tide is ebbing or flowing in a direction that benefits your forward movement and growth. Go back to the beginning and retrace your path to this point. The wisdom is inside you, and when honoring it, you will not go wrong. The silver of salmon skin reflects many lessons. To reclaim your inner knowing, you must see the opportunity in all situations and know that wisdom is earned through both life's easy and difficult experiences. Be willing to listen to others as well as the small, still voice within. Behave in a manner that honors your path. The proper use of inner knowing comes when you flow with your authentic feelings, embracing all the experiences you encounter in life as learning lessons rather than hardships. Salmon teaches you to see every bend in the river as a new adventure, with a lesson you need to learn in order to grow. That knowledge becomes authentic wisdom through applying these truths to your life. I feel like that kind of sums up your reading, Gemini. I think like you're well on the path in both areas. Alright, I'm going to pull some of my homemade cards. Hope this helps, Gem. It's not a bad reading, that's for dang sure. I mean, what really is, though, right? Like it said, not bad experiences, just learning lessons. So, when we feel inflicted by something outside of us that might hurt us, it's teaching us something. It's asking us to pay attention to something. Pain is just an invitation to sit with it and understand why, how, what, where, when we got here, and how to not get there again. That's it, that's all. So if you can understand to ask yourself why you're feeling those emotions and having those thoughts, feelings, and experiences, if you can really sit down and get to the root of them, it's really going to help you process on that little infinity symbol and put what you actually value on it and watch it come back to you. Okay? Flowers speak. Are you listening? Pick your favorite or pick your favorite pick or a real life one. Sit with it and listen to what they say. My circle is sacred and true. I honor them no matter where we go, no matter what we go through. My circle. Sorry, I was cramming words into a card. My circle. Like your circle of friends, your beloved family, whatever it is. My circle is sacred and true. I honor them no matter what we go through. I sing and dance. Let loose and take a chance. Don't give the rear view another glance. Decide on a stance. I was kind of sleepy and doing poetry, and then I got rhymy. I let love in with grace and gratitude. I give back that love. We watch it grow, for it holds more than we will ever be able to know. I am blessed in forming healthy bonds and relationships. Ooh. That last one, that's definitely all you, Gem in this read. Okay. I hope this helps. Have a beautiful week. Keep the flame, and I'll see you next time.